perhaps the biggest outcome here in Rio, at the Rio Plus 20 conference, is exactly in this area of partnerships. We have a thoroughly solid outcome document that covers all the right issues. What this conference will be remembered for is what partnerships are both launched, are advanced to achieve the goals that are in that outcome document. And it is, I think, what sets Rio Plus 20 apart from Rio 20 years ago. This is about implementation, and it's about the scope of actors that will work together to implement the goals agreed here and back in Rio and Johannesburg. If I could say just a few words about the partnership enterprise generally and the model that is increasingly clear, I think, and the role that the UN is playing to catalyze partnership. There are four basic functions that are cutting across a wide range of partnerships that are developing. Initiating, launching activities with a broad range of actors in high-value areas. Innovating, bringing in the best of innovation, not just technical and technological, but organizational, a wide range of innovation that comes not just from governments or from the UN, but from civil society, from the private sector, and most importantly, that range of actors working together. The collaboration and a collaborative model. The design of partnerships today is not like the design of partnerships in years gone by. It's not bilateral. It's not between one government and one private entity, or between one UN agency and one. Multiple actors working together to design the partnerships. It's a very new space. It is complex, but it is the highest of high-value activities to undertake. And lastly, investment. Partnerships are all about ultimately catalyzing investment at scale to the nature of the challenges we're discussing. If what I could call classic partnership has been useful in learning a lot of lessons, that is, the smaller scale, project-based, bilateral nature of partnership is giving way to partnership at scale, which requires tens of actors, in some cases hundreds of actors, working together to achieve the level of investment in high-value areas that is commensurate with the challenge. This is an area where we are innovating, and I think here in Rio you will see some key activities that will bring to scale. I want to just give you a very concrete taste of one of the biggest outcomes here in Rio. What many have called the missing MDG, energy. I don't want to get into a theological debate about whether it should have been an MDG, whether it will be in the SDG package as we go forward. But energy is the golden thread that links the three parts of sustainable development. Energy runs right down the middle of the economic challenges we face, of the social challenges, and the environmental challenges. The Secretary General launched 2 years ago the Sustainable Energy for All initiative, and as I just described, brought together a wide range of constituencies to talk about and to help design the initiative. This was not something we designed in our office and presented to everyone. We built this from the bottom up: civil society, governments, UN organizations, businesses, designing what each side would need to have a fundamental collaboration, not over months or years, but literally over decades, building partnerships that will change investment flows from all of the above constituencies. What you will hear today and tomorrow in Rio on energy is transformational, and this really is the cutting edge of partnership. You will hear over 50 governments formally have committed to and signed MOUs to work on the ground with the Sustainable Energy for All initiative, designing and redesigning their national energy plans that will seek to achieve the three goals laid out. 100% of citizens around the world with access to modern energy services by 2030. That's just 18 years. 1.4 billion people to be connected to modern energy services. Secondly, to double the rate of efficiency globally. If the access challenge is largely in the least developed countries, the efficiency challenge is truly global, and the real burden rests on the developed countries. And there is much, much to be done there. Doubling the rate of efficiency gains from about 1.2% efficiency gains per year globally to at least 2.4. The technical analyses say we can do it. We could overperform those goals, and I think if we see the kind of momentum we've generated, we should be able to overperform those goals. The third objective of this initiative is to double the size of the renewables as a part of the global energy mix. Each of these three objectives, access, efficiency, and renewables, have had different constituencies. They may all be in the energy space, but for the most part, there have been different groups in different parts of the world working on these. The beauty of this initiative is that it brings three related energy challenges together, and it brings the constituencies that have mobilized around those three challenges together. What you will hear today and tomorrow in Rio is not only the countries that have committed, but a massive increase in investment in each of these three objectives, coming from governments, coming from multilateral banks, multilateral institutions, the private sector, both investment side and corporate side, and very fundamentally, civil society as not just the key on the advocacy and adoption side of the equation, but on the delivery of all the kinds of services we're talking about. It will take all of the above constituencies to deliver it. I can't steal my boss's thunder, so I can't give you the numbers on what you will be hearing. It is big, it is very big, it is real, and it is at a scale we have not seen before in the energy space. And it is global. It is coming from all parts of the globe. This is not a north-south issue. It is a south-south, north-north, north-south, south-north. Investment flows into the energy space and these three challenges that we have not seen before. I think, taken individually, the kinds of announcements we are going to be hearing are big. Taken collectively, it shows truly a shift in the way we will be doing business. So I think one of the headlines, while there will be many issues considered here in Rio, is going to be not just that energy now has a home in the world, and that we have a global governance arrangement that is multi-stakeholder that can get us to scale on energy. But it is also about this model that is being created, and I'm very proud of this, that here in Rio, we see it coming together. So I hope that when we look back 20 years from now at what was accomplished in Rio Plus 20, we can all say that that model that really came into being in Rio, of a truly multi-stakeholder partnership model that delivered on energy in Rio, but in future years will be delivering on all the substantive areas that are covered here in Rio. This would be a true lasting legacy.